Good morning. Today is the 27th Sunday in church time. If you remember just a few weeks ago, one of the stories in the gospel was St. Peter, who came to Jesus and said, "If my brother sins against me, should I forgive him 7 times? And Jesus looks at him and says, "No, not 7 times, 77 times. And you can imagine Peter thinking, what? That's not possible. But Jesus' point is that God's mercy never is limited, never ends. First reading today is this story taken from the prophet Isaiah. And it's a story of a person who owns grapevines. And he sees that the vines have not been successful. In fact, as he picked some grapes and went, ooh, these are really bitter. But he doesn't give up on the grapes. He wants good grapes. So he's going to try and try until he can't try anymore. Jesus, being a good Jew, knew that story. So he takes the story and changes it to his own time. And so Jesus tells the story of a man who owns a whole vineyard. And that man hires people to take care of it. Finally, when the time comes for the harvest, the man sends people to get the harvest and to pay off the people who work. But those people, they're selfish, they're very greedy, so they decide, no. We're not going to let those people get what they want. So they attack them, they kill some of them, over and over. Finally, the man says, okay, I'll send my son. They will respect my son. But the men, that's the son, will kill him and finish it. Now, Jesus is telling this story for the people of his time, saying, this story is your life. God sent prophets and prophets and prophets over and over and over again to warn you, to tell you about God's way, but you ignored them, you dismissed them, you killed them. But the point of the story is that God did not give up on Israel. God sent those people to go, to warn them, to teach them. And finally, God says, I love them so much, I will send my son. We know what happened. Pope Francis, ever since he became Pope, has emphasized over and over and over again that the sign of our faith is our mercy, our forgiveness, our love for one another. The Pope is not foolish. The Pope has said the work of mercy is ongoing, but it's not easy. So you never give up trying to be merciful, trying to forgive. And one of the ways that can help us do that what's that? That is Rosary. And the month of October, we always call the month of the Rosary. And the Rosary is this beautiful prayer we have that teaches us so many things about the life of Jesus, the life of the Blessed Mother, the life of the early church. And every day we can pray the different mysteries, stories connected to the Rosary. And every time we do that, all over again, we're remembering what? God's mercy, God's love for us. So really, I want to encourage you during this month, well, encourage you every day, but especially this month, to pray the Rosary. Now, maybe you say, I don't have a Rosary. Any Catholic priest has a lot of rosaries, and they're free. So if you need a rosary, come to me, Father Joe, come to your local priest and say, I want to pray the rosary, but I need a rosary. You'll get a rosary. Secondly, maybe you say, I'm not sure how to pray the rosary. Again, you can ask the priest, you can ask the pastoral worker at your church, your deacon, whoever is there to help you. And if you're really stuck, go on the internet. They actually will tell you exactly how to pray the rosary. But the point is that this prayer, this beautiful, wonderful prayer of the rosary, can help you and help us all to understand all over again the gift, the real gift of God's mercy in our lives.